My dear friend, does this sound familiar? You settle into bed, ready for a peaceful night, only to have that precious rest shattered by your own body waking you up, not once, not twice, but maybe even 3 or 4 times to visit the bathroom. It's more than just an annoyance, isn't it? It's a thief that steals your energy for the next day, impacting your overall quality of life and making the path to healthy aging feel like an uphill battle. You might think it's just a part of getting older, but what if I told you the culprit might be hiding right on your dinner plate? Believe it or not, certain healthy foods can be the very reason for this frustrating cycle. In this video, we're going to unmask these sneaky sleep saboteurs once and for all. I promise that by the end, you'll have the knowledge to reclaim your nights and boost your well-being. And hey, before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I love seeing our community grow, and I might just give you a shout out in the next video. I know how frustrating that fragmented sleep can be. It's a cycle that can truly diminish your happiness and sense of independence. But today, we're drawing a line in the sand. We're going to get to the bottom of this together. In this chat, we're going to walk through 5 everyday foods that act as triggers for your bladder throughout the night, a condition doctors, like Dr. Henry, call nocturia. I'm going to reveal the first 4 culprits to you right now, explaining exactly how they disrupt your quest for better health. But I have to warn you, the 5th and final one is the real shocker. It's an ingredient that most of us eat every single week, praise for its health benefits, and find hidden in countless popular dishes, from that comforting Sunday pasta to a fun pizza night with friends. You'll want to stick with me until the very end to uncover this hidden enemy to your peaceful sleep. All right, let's start with an old familiar friend for many of us, the humble cup of coffee. Oh, that morning ritual. The aroma alone is enough to get us going. It's a cornerstone of so many of our daily routines, a little boost we believe contributes to an active mind. We associate it with productivity and alertness, key components of maintaining our independence as we age. But while it might feel like a helpful ally in our pursuit of longevity, it can have a dark side, especially when it comes to our nighttime peace. It's one of the most common things we consume, but its effects on our sleep patterns, particularly for seniors, are often underestimated and misunderstood. So, what's the big deal with coffee in the evening? Well, the issue is twofold, my friend. First, as you probably know, it contains caffeine, a well-known diuretic. In simple terms, a diuretic is a substance that tells your kidneys to produce more urine. This naturally leads to more trips to the bathroom. But here's the kicker that Dr. Henry often explains. Caffeine is also a bladder irritant. It can actually annoy the powerful muscle of your bladder wall, the detrusor muscle, making it feel twitchy and signaling that you need to go, even when your bladder isn't particularly full. This creates a false sense of urgency that directly sabotages your quality of life at night. Now, I'm not here to tell you to give up your beloved coffee entirely. Goodness no. Healthy habits are all about balance, not deprivation. The key is all about timing and moderation, which is a cornerstone of sustainable nutrition for healthy aging. The practical tip here is wonderfully simple. Try to make your last cup of coffee or any other caffeinated drink like black or green tea a late afternoon affair. Aim to have it no later than 4 p.m. This gives your body ample time to process the caffeine and flush it out of your system long before you lay your head down to rest, paving the way for a night of uninterrupted sleep and better well-being the next day. Moving on to our second suspect, and this one might break a few hearts. Let's talk about chocolate. Yes, that delightful square of dark chocolate you have after dinner, the one you've been told is packed with antioxidants and good for your heart. It feels like a harmless, even beneficial little treat, doesn't it? A small moment of happiness at the end of the day. Many of us see it as a guilt-free indulgence, a small reward that fits perfectly into a balanced lifestyle aimed at longevity. However, like a wolf in sheep's clothing, this seemingly innocent pleasure could be one of the hidden reasons your sleep is suffering. It's a real surprise for many people, but that delicious chocolate contains a couple of sneaky stimulants. The most obvious one is just like coffee, caffeine. The darker the chocolate, the higher the caffeine content. But it also has a cousin called theobromine. Theobromine is a milder stimulant than caffeine, but it has a similar effect on the body. It increases heart rate and, you guessed it, acts as a diuretic, increasing urine production. So that small, healthy square of chocolate before bed is delivering a 1-2 punch that can wake up your bladder, disrupting the restorative sleep that is so vital for our health and well-being as seniors. So what's a chocolate lover to do? Don't despair. You don't have to banish this source of happiness from your life. The secret, once again, lies in smart timing and portion control. 2 fundamental pillars of good nutrition. If you're going to enjoy a piece of chocolate, try to have it earlier in the day. Savor it as a midday pick-me-up or an afternoon treat. This allows the stimulating effects of the caffeine and theobromine to wear off well before bedtime. And when you do indulge, be mindful of the portion. A small piece is all you need to satisfy the craving without compromising your precious quality of life at night. All right, let's turn up the heat a little and talk about our third culprit, spicy and heavily seasoned foods. I'm talking about those vibrant dishes full of chili peppers, curries, and hot sauces. For many, these foods are the spice of life, literally. They add excitement to our meals and can be a big part of our culinary traditions and happiness. They can even have some health benefits, like boosting metabolism. But when we're focusing on healthy aging and prioritizing a good night's sleep, we have to consider that what makes these foods exciting for our palate might be making them a nightmare for our bladder. Here's a simple way to think about it. Just like that chili pepper can make your mouth feel like it's on fire, it can have a similarly irritating effect on the delicate lining of your bladder. As your body processes these spicy compounds, they are eventually filtered through your kidneys and end up in your urine. When this spicy, concentrated urine sits in your bladder, it can irritate the bladder wall. This irritation sends urgent signals to your brain, screaming, "Time to go," even if there isn't much urine to expel. It's this irritation that creates that frequent nagging urge to urinate, a major obstacle to achieving deep restorative sleep. The solution here is quite intuitive, and it's all about making conscious choices for your evening meal, a key healthy habit for long-term well-being. You don't have to live a bland life, but it's wise to reserve those fiery, heavily spiced dishes for lunchtime. For your dinner, lean towards calmer flavors. Think about herbs like parsley, dill, or basil to season your food instead of cayenne pepper or hot sauce. By avoiding these potent irritants in the evening, you allow your bladder to rest calmly through the night, contributing significantly to your overall health and energy levels the following day. A little planning goes a long way in promoting our independence and vitality. Let's move on to the fourth potential sleep wrecker. On our list, something many people reach for at dinner time without a second thought: sodas and other fizzy drinks. That bubbly, sweet beverage can feel like a refreshing treat with a meal. It's everywhere, a constant presence at family gatherings and restaurants. For decades, it's been marketed as a source of refreshment and happiness. But when we look at it through the lens of healthy aging and the pursuit of quality of life, especially for seniors whose bodies might be more sensitive, these drinks reveal their problematic nature, particularly when consumed in the hours before bed. The trouble with these bubbly drinks is a double whammy, my friend. First, many of them, especially the cola varieties, are loaded with caffeine, our old foe, the diuretic and bladder irritant we've already discussed. But even the caffeine-free versions have a hidden problem: the fizz itself. That carbonation, the very thing that makes the drink sparkling, can be an irritant to a sensitive bladder. And here's a crucial point from Dr. Henry: the diet or zero-sugar versions can often be even worse. The artificial sweeteners used in these drinks, like aspartame and sucralose, are also known bladder irritants for a significant number of people. The practical advice here is a straightforward and powerful swap that can dramatically improve your nighttime rest and contribute to your overall health. It's time to ditch the dinner-time soda. Instead, embrace the simple, pure refreshment of water. If you find plain water a bit boring, why not infuse it with some slices of cucumber or a sprig of mint? Another wonderful alternative is a caffeine-free herbal tea like soothing chamomile, peppermint, or ginger. This simple change not only removes the bladder irritants, but also promotes better hydration, a cornerstone of well-being and longevity. It's a small step that reaps huge rewards for your sleep. We're almost at the big reveal. I truly hope these first 4 tips are already giving you some aha moments. If you're finding this helpful, would you do me a small favor and tap that like button? It really helps the channel reach more people who could benefit from this information. Your support means the world and helps us build this community focused on health and happiness in our best years. Now, are you ready for the final, most surprising food that could be robbing you of your sleep? All right, the moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. We've talked about the usual suspects: the caffeine in coffee and chocolate, the irritation from spicy foods, and the double trouble from sodas. But now, it's time to unmask the 5th and final saboteur. This is the one I promised would surprise you. It's an ingredient that doctors and nutritionists, including myself, often praise for its health benefits. It's a cornerstone of some of the world's healthiest diets, fundamental to the vibrant cuisines of places like Italy, Spain, and Mexico. It's sitting in your pantry right now, disguised as a champion of good nutrition. Thinking about how these hidden ingredients affect our bodies really highlights the importance of deep, practical knowledge for our well-being. It's about understanding the why behind the what to truly take control of our health. For those of you who are serious about cultivating healthy habits and maximizing your vitality, I've put together a comprehensive guide called Wellness and Aging: Valuable Tips for Seniors. It's packed with actionable advice on nutrition, exercise, and maintaining an active mind for ultimate longevity and independence. It's the perfect companion to the tips we discuss here. You can find the link to get your copy in the first pinned comment below this video. So, what is this incredibly common, supposedly healthy food that could be the secret reason for your nightly bathroom trips? Are you ready for this? The 5th food that robs you of your sleep is the tomato. Yes, you heard me right. The humble, versatile, and universally loved tomato. I can almost hear you saying, but tomatoes are so good for you. They're full of vitamins and lycopene. And you are absolutely correct. But they have a hidden characteristic that can wreak havoc on a sensitive bladder, especially when consumed in the evening. It's a true paradox of nutrition, and understanding it is key to your quality of life. So, what's the deal with tomatoes? The problem isn't the fresh, whole tomato itself, but rather its naturally high acidity. This acidity becomes a major issue when the tomato is concentrated, which is how we consume it most of the time. Think about it. Where is the tomato most concentrated? It's in the rich, delicious sauce on your Sunday pasta, in the thick tomato paste you use to braise meats, in the ketchup you dip your fries in, and of course, slathered all over the base of your favorite pizza. This concentrated acidity, when processed and sent to your bladder, can act as a powerful irritant, just like the spices we talked about, creating that sense of urgency and disrupting your sleep. Now please don't go throwing out all your tomatoes. That's not the message. They are a wonderful part of a diet focused on health and longevity. The secret to success and to ensuring your independence from the bathroom at night is simply to be strategic. The golden rule is this: try to avoid large quantities of concentrated tomato products in your evening meal. If you're having pasta for dinner, perhaps opt for a delicious pesto, a light olive oil and garlic sauce, or a creamy Alfredo-style sauce instead. Save that hearty marinara or bolognese for a weekend lunch. This small adjustment can be a game changer for your sleep quality. I know the tomato revelation can be a bit of a shock. It feels counterintuitive, doesn't it? We spend so much time and effort trying to eat right, focusing on fruits and vegetables to support our healthy aging journey, only to find out one of our staples might be working against us at night. It's a perfect example of how nuanced nutrition can be. It's not just about good foods and bad foods, but about how and when we eat them. This understanding is what empowers us to fine-tune our habits for optimal well-being, ensuring our efforts truly contribute to a life of vitality and happiness. Let's delve a little deeper into this acidity issue. Many different foods are acidic, but the body is generally well equipped to handle them. The problem with concentrated tomato sauce at night is the sheer volume of acid hitting your system and then your bladder in a relatively short period before you lie down. Other acidic fruits, like oranges, grapefruits, and lemons, can have a similar effect on some individuals. It's about being a detective for your own body. If you're struggling with nighttime urination, looking at the overall acid load of your evening meal is a brilliant step towards reclaiming your independence from those disruptive sleep patterns. So, let's just take a breath and quickly recap what we've uncovered so far. We have coffee and chocolate with their stimulating caffeine and theobromine. We have the fiery irritation from spicy foods. We have the double-edged sword of sodas with their caffeine and carbonation. And now, we have the surprising acidity of concentrated tomatoes. It might seem like a lot to avoid, but I want to reassure you, this isn't about creating a restrictive diet. It's about making smart, targeted adjustments to one meal of the day to vastly improve your quality of life. It's a powerful strategy for promoting better health. The most important tool you have in this journey is your own power of observation. Dr. Henry always stresses the importance of personal experience in managing health. For the next week, I encourage you to keep a simple journal. Note down what you eat for dinner and how many times you wake up at night. You might be amazed to see a direct correlation between that spaghetti bolognese and a restless night, or that diet cola and multiple trips to the bathroom. This simple exercise in mindfulness puts you in the driver's seat, empowering you to make choices that directly support your quest for longevity and well-being. While we're focused on these 5 food culprits, it's also important to touch upon a related healthy habit: your overall fluid intake schedule. It's not just what you drink, but when you drink it. Staying hydrated is absolutely crucial for our health, especially for seniors. However, try to front-load your liquids. Drink plentifully throughout the morning and afternoon, and then begin to taper off your intake in the 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. This gives your body time to process the liquids and empty your bladder before you settle in for the night, working in harmony with avoiding those trigger foods. You're all doing wonderfully by sticking with me and learning how to take charge of your sleep. It shows a real commitment to your well-being. If this conversation is sparking some new ideas for you, why not share them in the comments below? Your insights could be the key that unlocks a solution for someone else in our community. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hitting that little bell icon so you don't miss our future chats on living a life full of health and happiness. Let's be honest for a moment about the deeper impact of this issue. It's not just physical. The constant sleep interruption can take a real toll on your mental and emotional state. It can lead to daytime fatigue, brain fog, and irritability, which can strain relationships and diminish your enjoyment of life. Reclaiming your sleep is about so much more than just feeling rested. It's about restoring your zest for life, maintaining an active mind, and feeling confident and capable as you navigate your day. It is a foundational piece of the puzzle for true happiness and independence. Interestingly, managing nocturia isn't just about nutrition. Gentle, regular exercise can also play a supportive role. Activities like walking or swimming can help reduce fluid retention in your legs, a condition called edema, which can be a contributing factor. When you lie down, that retained fluid can re-enter your bloodstream and head to your kidneys, producing more urine. By incorporating some light physical activity into your day, you're not only boosting your overall health and longevity, but also potentially reducing the amount of fluid your body has to process overnight. It's all connected in this beautiful system of ours. Think about the incredible domino effect that a good night's sleep can have on your life. When you sleep well, you wake up with more energy for exercise. You have a clearer mind to make healthy food choices. You feel more patient and engaged with your loved ones. You have the mental stamina to pursue hobbies and keep an active mind. It truly is the foundation upon which all other healthy habits are built. By tackling these 5 food triggers, you're not just solving a bathroom problem. You're investing in a brighter, more vibrant future and enhancing your overall quality of life. What we're really talking about here is adopting a holistic view of your health. It's recognizing that the food on your plate has a direct and profound impact on your sleep, which in turn affects your energy, your mood, and your ability to live independently. It's about moving beyond simply treating symptoms and instead looking for the root causes. This is the essence of proactive, empowered, healthy aging. It's about being the CEO of your own well-being, making informed decisions that nurture your body and mind for the long haul, ensuring a future filled with vitality and happiness. So, just to cement this in our minds, let's quickly run through our 5 nighttime nemesis one more time. First, we have the caffeine in coffee and teas. Second, the hidden caffeine and theobromine in our beloved chocolate. Third, the irritation from those spicy, heavily seasoned dishes. Fourth, the double trouble of caffeine and carbonation in sodas, especially the diet ones. And the grand finale, the surprisingly acidic nature of concentrated tomato products. These are our primary targets for creating peaceful nights. I want you to really appreciate the power of a simple evening swap. It's not about a massive, overwhelming lifestyle overhaul. It's about one small, manageable change. Tonight, instead of that cola, have a glass of water. This weekend, if you're making pasta, try a white sauce instead of red. These minor adjustments are the secret to building sustainable, healthy habits. They don't require immense willpower, just a little bit of knowledge and intention. This is how we build a foundation for long-term health and well-being without feeling deprived. Here's something else to consider. This journey can be even more successful and more enjoyable if you do it with a partner. Perhaps your spouse is experiencing the same issue. You can support each other in making these evening dietary changes. It's a wonderful way to work together towards a shared goal of better health and quality of life. Cooking a sleep-friendly dinner together can be a new, positive routine that strengthens your bond and contributes to your mutual happiness and longevity. It turns a challenge into a team effort. Now, it's very important that I add a disclaimer. While these dietary tweaks can be incredibly effective for many, frequent nighttime urination can sometimes be a sign of an underlying medical condition, such as an enlarged prostate in men, a urinary tract infection, or even diabetes. If you make these changes and see no improvement after a few weeks, or if you have other concerning symptoms, it is absolutely essential to have a chat with a professional like your doctor, Dr. Henry. Your health is your greatest asset, and professional guidance is a key part of responsible self-care and ensuring your independence. I want to leave you with a thought of profound encouragement. You have so much more power over your health and well-being than you might imagine. Getting older does not have to mean a decline in your quality of life. By gaining knowledge like this, by being willing to experiment and listen to your body, you are actively co-creating a future filled with vitality, energy, and joy. You are taking the steps necessary for healthy aging, and that is something to be incredibly proud of. Your commitment to your health is truly inspiring. We've covered so much ground together today, and I am so grateful for your time and attention. As we wrap up, if you've had that aha moment, or if one of these food reveals truly surprised you, please share it in the comments below. I read every single one, and your feedback helps me create content that truly serves you. It's the best way to help our community learn and grow together. So, there you have it, my friends. The 5 surprising sleep thieves that could be causing those unwanted nighttime interruptions. Coffee, chocolate, spicy foods, sodas, and the incredibly common tomato. By simply being mindful of these triggers in your evening meal, you can take a massive step towards reclaiming your nights, boosting your energy, and dramatically improving your day-to-day happiness. It's a simple, yet powerful strategy to enhance your journey towards longevity and well-being. Wasn't that something? It's amazing how a little bit of knowledge can shine a light on a problem that might have been plaguing you for years. It reminds us that we are not passive passengers in our aging journey. We are the pilots. The power to cultivate health and happiness truly rests in our hands, in the small, consistent choices we make every single day. So, my question to you is this. Which of these 5 foods was the biggest surprise for you? Which one are you going to try eliminating from your dinner plate first? Please take a moment to leave your answer in the comments below. Your story, your surprise, your experience, it's all valuable, and it can genuinely help and inspire another member of our wonderful community. Reading your comments is honestly the best part of my day. And if this video has helped you in any way, If it has given you a glimmer of hope for better sleep, please show your support with a like and by subscriing to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our future discussions about health, nutrition, and living your best life. Thank you for sharing this time with me today. It's a privilege to be a small part of your wellness journey. Remember to be kind to yourself, take it one night at a time, and celebrate the small victories. For more tips on building a vibrant and energetic life after 55, be sure to check out our next video, the 3 morning stretches that can change your day. Until then, I wish you a peaceful, uninterrupted night's sleep. Take care and sleep well, my friend.